Hey, welcome to Weld.com, home of TIG Time. Hi, I'm Mr. TIG. Now, this segment is not going to be hands-on welding or even hands-on plasma cutting, but I do want to show you that there's such a plethora of machines out there, and I want to give you some of the features when you're making your decision. Now, there's always confusion based on price, and I really don't want you to look at these things based on price. I want you to take a look at, what do you need? Do you need to cut an 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch? Well, there's no reason to buy the heavy-duty industrial machine if that's all you're going to do. So I'm going to go down through 4 machines that I happen to have here in the shop, and I do a lot of testing here, so a lot of these machines I'm testing as we speak. Some of them I've already tested, and they've been tested for years and years. But these machines are changing so rapidly, you got to keep up with them. And I don't even have the latest machine. I mean, there's machines out there that have air compressors already built in. Now, all the machines that I have here, you have to supply the air, and it's always a good idea to put a filter, some kind of a dry filter, an inline filter. Otherwise, you may have some problems with your cutting torch. So I'm going to walk around and give you a couple of the features and benefits of each of these machines. And just remember, there's a lot of them out there. These happen to be 4 of the ones that I'm testing. Okay, I want to talk about the difference between a heavy-duty industrial machine and a utility machine. And a lot of it has to do with how it's built, how robust it is, and what's the duty cycle. Are you just cutting a few parts, or are you cutting a few thousand parts? And I could say this unit right here certainly isn't the smallest unit in the industrial market. There's some huge ones out there. But this one here has been around for a few years. It's called a Pro Cut 55. It's made by Lincoln Electric. You can tell by the red color. But I want to share this with you because this belongs to a friend of mine. His name is Johnny Rutherford, and he sent it in here for me to test. He's only used it for about an hour, and he wants to make sure it's still in good shape. So this is robust. It has a cart, and this is called a Valet Cart. So I mean, all these features are added features. It's actually a little bit too heavy to try to carry around by hand, and it'll cut steels pretty heavy duty. It'll cut 5/8. It'll even cut 3/4. But just keep in mind, when you're cutting the heavier materials, you can say that you can cut them, but the curve gets wider the slower you have to go through it. So just know this is beefy, it's robust, and for your industrial needs, this is the type of machine that you're looking for. Now, cost-wise, you're looking at somewhere in the $2,000, $2,500 range. Now, this one isn't on the market. There's a newer model on the market, but I just want to give you an idea of what you're looking at. So staying within the industrial mode, you go down to a little machine like this. This is called the Pro Cut 25, and it's also been upgraded to a newer model. But this model here is designed to be able to carry around like a lunch pail, and it runs off of 110 or 220. Now, it's got the smart card in it, so if you plug it into 110, it'll read it, set the machine, and you're good to go. I like to say that this machine really doesn't cut good beyond 1/4 of an inch. But it is portable. I think in its day, not too many years ago, this thing was running about $1,200. But again, it's industrial, so it was designed to weld, or I'm sorry, cut after cut after cut. So again, let's segregate and let the companies prove to us, the end user, if it's industrial or not. We'll let them know. So let's move over to this unit right here. I'm in the process of testing this, so I don't have enough data to tell you that it'll cut 1 inch or 1.25 or 3/4. You can read all the information on it. This is called a Longevity 42i. Pretty clean cut. Now I put this into a utility category, and I do that until it proves itself into the heavy duty category. But this thing is designed to run off 110 or 220 as well. Pretty sleek looking, and it's got a nice little protective cover. I looked it up online. I think Northern Tool has this for sale. It's in the $1,049 category, so pretty attractive. Can you cut 1/2 inch? Well, I've cut 1/2 inch with it. I haven't cut 1 inch with it yet, so stay tuned because I've got more testing to do on it. But looks good. Now I want to move over to this one here. And this one here is probably the lowest price, and this was made by a company that actually is owned by Lincoln Electric. It's called Harris. and Harris made this for the utility market, and you may see it in places like Sears, but it's been known throughout the country for the last few years, and it's actually been a pretty good product. I found it anywhere from $895 to $995, and I like to call this my 1/8 inch category plasma cutter, meaning that I can cut 1/4 inch. It's just not a real clean cut. Anyway, this one runs off of 110 only, so just take a look at your project and decide which one meets your demand. So they all cut pretty decent. Again, this is light duty, and we'll keep introducing new products. Right now I've got 4 in the shop here, and I want to thank you for watching TIG Time. I'm Mr. TIG.